Hey Sagittarius, this is your reading for February 21st to 27th. I'll start with your aura spread, then I'll pull a card for guidance from the divine, and I'll finish off with your Pokedex. So with my emotion cards, I'm going to start by shuffling for which emotion your aura should embrace and which emotion your aura should release. Okay. Ish. Release. I see you. Why are you sideways? Why are you're not sideways? You're not sideways. Release. What? Release remorse. Feel disinterested. Release remorse. Embrace vigilance. How does that make any sense? That doesn't make any sense. Not the clarifiers, anyway. So what I'm getting is you should release remorse. You should embrace vigilance in the sense that it's not even gray areas. It's just like a very fine line between these other emotions. It's like whatever you're currently feeling, some of it's got to stay and some of it's got to go. And truly some of it has ought to stay. Grief and remorse are in the same category. But grief is something you wish to still have in your life. And remorse is grieving a sense of sad thinking about something that you no longer need or something that you shouldn't have in your life. So it's like, it's okay for you. It's okay for you to grieve. It's like just because something is gone doesn't mean that it wasn't supposed to be there. A lot of the time that's something that people just run directly to, like, oh, then it wasn't for me. Like, maybe it was meant to be there or it could have been there longer. Sometimes things change. Not everything is cut and dry. It's set in stone. And then there's also contempt. So like feeling a right to be disinterested. So it says be vigilant and make sure you find a happy medium. Make sure you find yourself in the middle of the two, because when something is gone, you shouldn't necessarily be chasing it. After all, it does say grieve. But the guidance is to grieve, not to be like, not to cast it off, whether emotionally, mentally. I imagine already physically it's gone. You're within your right to grieve. Don't come against yourself by, because as soon as you lean too much towards content, you're still feeling that pain, so it's going to turn into to remorse. And maybe that's what's going on right now. Don't let that go. Allow yourself to grieve. Catch yourself. Be very, very vigilant. Catch yourself. And remind yourself that you're within your right to grieve and that there's room for you to do so. No matter what anybody else says, no matter what it seems like on the outside, you are within your right, and the divine is making, divine says there is room for you to grieve, and they're there for you when you need it. So now I'm going to pull a card of guidance from the divine, as though it wasn't already there. Nice. I like this. So your card is faith. Straight goes with my last sentence. Vine is there for you. And yeah, they're saying to keep faith. Right. The affirmation is, I have faith in the support of the universe. You see, this card talks about something coming back. See, on one, it says to not have blind faith in people or situations, to use common sense and discernment, and also to never give your power to another. I guess it's, if you are trusting something to come back, may you have faith in the divine to bring it back and nothing else and no one else. Pray with integrity from your still and wise center. Act as if it has already manifested. That is faith. I have faith in the support of the universe. And if you are letting something go for good, well, know that the divine only wants you to heal and nothing else. Like, it is telling you there is room for you to grieve. The grieving is the healing. Don't let anybody let you think otherwise. Whew, this is like too deep for Pokedex. Not that like I have a refrain from doing so, but it's just like I almost feel like unless I'm picking something that embodies you, like no guidance is going to come from this. Let's see. Wow, I've never pulled this card before. Really? That doesn't quite make any sense. I mean, I'll show it to you, but Hold on. Whoa. Hey, I saw that. That doesn't... What do you want for Sagittarius? Oh. 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 Okay, hold on. I know what's up. I know which card is for you. And it's the hollow version of it. It's Hollow Nine Tails. Ninetales is an evolved Pokemon from like a little snow fox, if you will. And its ability is a luminous barrier, and its attack is an aurora beam. It prevents all effects of attacks, including damage done by any Pokemon, even if it's one of a special, like of a higher position, of a greater strength. And I think that's what they speak of here. This luminous barrier is your ability to heal. And the other one that I showed you earlier is because the weakness is growth, but there is the word synchronicity, sort of. Where it looks pretty, but it's all ego, and the weakness is growth. That is how you weaken the ego. You grow. And so they're saying you're growing. You have nothing to worry about. If you're getting called out in terms of ego, you're not grieving, that you're, because you're grieving and not just lashing out emotions or cutting something out physically or mentally, is no. Heal. You're doing the right thing. That is everything I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next week.